Greetings, I'm Doc V. What would cause you to do something illegal or something that would endanger your own life or something that would cause you to be incarcerated or cause harm to other people? What causes a person to go there? I'm going to call these instances the desperate acts. What is a desperate act? I have a couple of illustrations. There was a man that I know about who was having some serious financial problems. They weren't really serious. He had an apartment, he had a car, but he was having problems paying his apartment rent, putting gas in the car, basic maintenance like brakes, new battery. He was struggling. Food, he would just buy the basics, some cereal, milk, couple hot dogs, go over some friends' houses and eat with them. He was having a rough time. Well, one day, it was time for a desperate act. He got hungry and he was out of money till payday. It was on a Wednesday. He was going to get paid till Friday. He had enough gas in the car to make it back and forth to work those 3 days. And everybody he tried to talk to or tried to get in contact with, they had no money for him. They had no help for him. So desperate act one, he got really creative. He waited at a McDonald's until it got real busy and the line just backed up. 7, 8 cars on both lines, 8 cars on one line and 4 cars on another line. And he got in the line. And once he got up to the window, he went to the tenant at the window and he said, "Ma'am, I ordered 8 hamburgers, 8 fries, and 8 drinks last Tuesday. And when I got home, I only had 4. I only had 4 hamburgers, 4 fries, and 4 drinks. Or maybe it was 5 hamburgers, 5 fries, and 5 drinks. Where are my 3 hamburgers? Where are my 3 orders of fries?" They were like, "Sir, I don't remember you." "You don't remember me? Get your manager." He went and got the manager. The manager came and said, "Ma'am, I ordered 8 hamburgers, 8 fries, and 8 drinks for my family last Tuesday. And when I got home, there was only 5 hamburgers, 5 fries, and 5 drinks. Where are my 3 hamburgers and my 3 fries?" "Well, sir, I don't know who you are. You're holding up the line, so we need to." "Ma'am, I ordered 8 hamburgers, 8 fries, and 8 drinks last Tuesday. And I'm back here because you shorted me. Where are my 3 hamburgers, my 3 fries, and my 3 drinks?" And the manager was like, the cars were like, some of them were leaving, they're bump, what's going on? So the manager said, "I gotta end this." He said, "Give me 3 hamburgers, give me some fries, throw the fries together." They got the man the 3 hamburgers, the 3 fries, and the 3 drinks. "Thank you, ma'am. Let's not make that mistake again." That was desperate act one. This man never came to McDonald's the previous week. He never came to order 8 hamburgers. He hadn't had any money, good money, since his last paycheck a week ago. This was a creative, desperate act for him to get some food, to get something to eat that would last him till payday that Friday. And he ran that game. And he ended up being deceitful and being dishonest and getting something that he should not have gotten for free. But we'll call this desperate act one. Desperate act two. Desperate act two. I was just pulling away from the pharmacy, getting off from work. I had my suit jacket on and I was running to the car. And all of a sudden I turned around, somebody said, "Oh, excuse me, sir." And I turned around and there was this young man standing about 20 feet away from me. He was African-American, black male. And he was like, "Excuse me, sir." I'm like, "I'm not trying to do anything to you. I'm not trying." And I was backing up. I was like, "Whoa, what do you want? What's going on?" He said, "My girlfriend is up in the room with the baby. She's upset with me because I was supposed to bring some money home. I need diapers. I need formula. I need some things for the baby. And she needs some things, and it's just terrible. And I'm just wondering if you just got a few, or maybe just $5 or $10 where I can get something for the baby and I can do something. Could you help me?" And I said, "Just calm down." I said, "You got a baby at home, huh? You need some things for the baby." He said, "Yes, sir. Could you please help me? Could you please help me, sir?" I said, "Well, young man, this is your lucky day. This is your blessed day." I said, "See the drugstore over there that I just came out of?" I said, "I'm going to park and meet me over there at that drugstore, and you go in the aisles and you just shop anything for the baby, a couple of bottles of juice or something for the wife, diapers, formula, whatever you need. You just caught me at the right time. I'm going to bless you. I'll meet you over there. Go to the store, start shopping, get your cart together. You won't be embarrassed, because what I'll do is once you get your cart together, I'll come through the line, purchase everything, and meet you outside with the bag. Not a problem." I looked up at him thinking he was going to be smiling, and he was doing this. And he turned around and he took off running. And I'm like, now who would turn down that deal? Who would turn down that deal? Only one person would turn down that deal, and that would be a person that was performing a desperate act 2, because any man in his right mind that was being honest would have taken that deal. What man in their right mind would not have taken that deal? You get a whole bag of groceries, formula, diapers, stuff for the baby, and a few things for the wife, and someone's going to just let you get all that and you turn around and run. Why? Because he was going to use the money for something else that he thought was more important. Was it food? Was it drugs? I mean, we don't know. But he tried to do the flim-flam thing. Now, it's been a while since we talked about my Maslow's need hierarchy. I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but physiological needs are first at the bottom, safety needs second, love and belonging, self-esteem, and at the top, self-actualization. Now, on each level of the pyramid, we often come to a point of time where we're desperate. We've all been desperate at one of these levels, or one or more of these levels. We've all been desperate at one or more of these levels. Physiological needs, that's the need for food and shelter. Has anyone under the sound of my voice ever done something to manipulate the circumstances to make the physiological needs more or better obtainable? Has anyone lied or twisted something or finagled? Or back in the check writing days, wrote a bad check and then tried to run to the bank and catch it before it hits? You young people don't know about that because you're doing it's debit card and Zelle and Cash App days now. Or safety. Did you ever feel you needed to purchase a weapon or get an alarm system or be very careful about your surroundings? Love and belonging. Have you ever felt the need for a relationship, for friendship? Did you lie and manipulate to try to get acceptance or receive or obtain acceptance and love? Esteem and self-actualization. Were you honest about the information you put on the application to try to obtain the loan? I heard of this recently. This was something that I had never heard of before. But if someone needed some proof of income, they need some check stubs. There was a guy that would put together a professional check stub, place where you supposedly worked, and took out FICA, federal income tax, state taxes, showed where your insurance and everything was going, and showed you getting a check, $800, $1,500 every 2 weeks, taxes coming out, and it was bogus. It wasn't real. But this guy was making money by offering this service to people. They paid him, I don't know, a couple $100, and he would give them 2 or 3 checks, bogus checks, that they could present to the apartment complex, they could present to the car loan place, and they can get approved and they can get the loans. Deceptive, but it's a desperate act. Now, these 3 desperate acts that I just illustrated They can get you in put you in some problems, put you in some trouble. Now, if we take those desperate acts to another level and we talk about something like armed robbery, a person does not just walk down the street and decide, you know, I'm going to go in this bank, or I'm going to go into this dollar store, or I'm going to go into this mechanic shop, and I'm just going to rob them because I don't have anything else to do. That's usually not how it happens. Usually it is a desperate act. This man or woman can't pay the rent, can't pay the utility. The wife is fussing and screaming and crying because, why haven't you brought in any groceries? Where's your check going? What are you doing? You bum? I shouldn't have married you. And he just gets where he loves her and he's trying to hold himself together. And he says, I got to do something. Nothing else seems to work. So what he does is he plans, I'm going to hit this place. I'm bust in there with my gun, have my mask on, give me $40, $50 out of the register, and I'm going to get out. Desperate act. Have people gotten away with desperate acts of this sort? Yes, they have. Have some gotten killed? Yes, they have. Have some been arrested and placed in jail and have messed up their future records for the rest of their lives? Yes, they have. But they did it because they felt it was time for a desperate act. Now, what I want to share with you is, and trust me, I have been in the situation where I have committed a desperate act. I did something that was illegal. No one got hurt. No one got shot. They didn't even know what happened to them until later on. I'm not going to give you details on that. But yes, there was a point in my life where I struggled and I said, I got to get out of this. And I committed a desperate act. Through trial and tribulation and time and experiences and prayers, and barely slipping into the darkness, and barely slipping death, or barely slipping incarceration, the Lord brought me out. And he showed me that if you walk in faith, trusting the Lord and believing, and when you've done all to stand, stand thereof, he'll work that thing out. And you do not have to commit a desperate act. But as long as you're committing those desperate acts, the test is going to continue to come upon you. You will be tested and tested over and over again until you finally stand firm. You've obeyed the laws of the land. You've worked hard, had faith, and you worked within your faith, and you trusted the Lord. And then all of a sudden, boom, while you're beating on this door, boom, this door opens. Or while you're trying to pick up this situation, something else taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, I'm here. I'm a witness that the Lord will help you and bring you through each level. Physiological needs, food, safety, relationship, your business ventures. You're wanting to retire, wanting to reach your goals before you leave this earth. If you trust and believe, your desperate acts will turn into sincere and deliberate prayer and trusting in the Lord God Almighty. Because that situation that you're in, it's not going to always be that way. You're not going to always be suffering, and you're not going to always be in want. If you trust in the Lord, everything will change. I'm Doc V. And I'll see you next time.